Well, let me start with this. One, just congratulate everybody on a great month. You know, it was a great month considering it was 28 days. And I was telling someone at corporate today that, you know, we were comparing, you know, February, you know, we're monitoring these launch Zooms and how much business is coming from it and how many customers and how many distributors. We're paying close attention to it. And you know, on February 28th, we were 42 enrollments ahead of January 28th. Now, obviously, February 28th was the end of the month, okay? And, you know, so we ended up 22 ahead because we had 3 less days. But day to day, we were 42 enrollments as a team, 42 enrollments ahead in February as compared to January day to day. So needless to say, we're thrilled with that. And, you know, we could see that turning into 100 and then hundreds, you know, moving forward. So, so we're going to talk to you a little bit about that tonight, because I really think we found a very simple, duplicatable system that everybody can be doing. And nobody needs to be a big recruiter, okay? Somebody just needs to be a fan of the product and can build a very big business here. So let me share my screen, okay? And we'll start with this, okay? Always got to give credit where credit is due, and we are so proud of everybody that is on this screen. You know, in January, we had five in the pool, you know, in the bonus pool. And in February, we had 12, and 3 were double dippers, okay? And 9 of the 12, it was like launch Zoom galore, okay? It's like they all came from it, you know? So Zuma, I know she's on here. I saw her name. She had 2 shares. She had, you know, 10 or 11 people. Kenneth had 2 shares. Kenneth had 10 people, but he had like 1 million points. I mean, it's just, he likes platinums, like I said last week, you know. But Joao and Benedita Matos, they're new. They got involved in the business late last year. I don't remember if it was November or December, but we started working with them this month. They have 2 shares, and they became Pro 2s for the first time. So Jay is multiple. Jay has been in here multiple times. Corolla is over in Europe. She's been in at least twice, if not 3 times. Shelly is a first timer to the pool. We are so excited for her. She had 6 or 7. She was between 1 and 2 shares. Pauline is over in Europe. Lenore's over in Europe. And then April and I have been in each month too. So just want to say congrats to everybody. That's 12 shares in the pool, up from 5. And in 28 days instead of 31. So you should have gotten this invite, and we sent that out. So it's for everybody to use for every meeting. All you got to do is just text them and, you know, the date and time, but the ID number will stay the same. Okay. So I sent that to you earlier, but let me talk about, you know, what I want to share with you as far as a business plan goes. And see if I can move myself here. Okay. You know, what's become very clear is that this business, and that last slide that I went to, that didn't include all the people that participated in the Zooms that had 1, 2, 3, 4 customers, okay, and didn't quite get to 5. And some, you know, hadn't had 2, 3, 4 customers in a month in like many years. Okay. So, you know, this system is working for everybody. Okay. So it's really simple. If you focus on yourself being in the bonus pool, you are going to build a business. It's the bonus pool and the launch Zooms. So in a nutshell, if you are in the bonus pool and you are using the launch Zooms. So here's what I want everybody doing. Every Zoom, every launch Zoom we do, treat it as if you're the host. That's it. That's why we sent you an invitation, so that you could, you know, you can invite to everyone. Nobody's pictures on it. No date or time is on it. You can use it for everyone we do. Okay. So here's the the method, okay? You get your 5 customers and your 500 points. So I'm just going to use, that's a 5 stacks, vitality stacks or 5 tri-synergizers. That's all that is, and that's 500 points. A lot of people make it a little bit easier. They get a silver, gold, or platinum during the month. And then the other 4 can be customers that have 40 points, 50 points, 60 points. It doesn't need to average 100. Okay. But for it to be one of your 5, it has to be 40 points. Okay. So just keep that in mind. So here's all you do. You do it as first and foremost. Okay. And you teach 4 others to do it with you. Okay. So you and the 4 is 2,500 points, and that's Pro 2. Okay. It's that simple. Nobody's out getting golds or platinums or silvers. No, and some of that happens by accident because we are talking business on the launch Zoom. So that's going to happen anyway. But do you realize that if you are in the pool and you teach 4 others to do it with you, do you realize April's going to talk to you some about customers and using the friends and family and stuff? She's going to talk to you a little bit about that in a few minutes. But I want you to understand the power of you being in the pool. And see, here's the problem that I've noticed in the business. And I mean, not just LifeVantage, but the business in general, for the 29 years that we've been in. People tend to become headhunters in this business. They tend to think who might be good or great. They're prejudging. And they're always out looking for gold and platinums. And meanwhile, they haven't brought customers in months. And they make everything so hard, just so hard on themselves. And nobody can duplicate it. And this is the simplest, easiest, most duplicatable way of doing things that I've seen in the 29 years that we've been in this business, because nobody's headhunting. Let's face it, everybody needs these products. Everybody, when they find out what they do, they'll want these products. They're very, very affordable products. And if we'll stay in our lane and do what we should be doing, the rest of it takes care of itself. There was this couple, I'm going to go back a second. Let me go back to this slide. This couple on the top, Joao and Benedita Matos Diaz, okay, they've lived all over the world, but right now, the last 15 years, they've lived in the Netherlands. And they were, the wife was real serious, Benedita, in another network marketing company, a skincare company. And the husband didn't like the product, and he just wasn't doing the business, but she wanted to do something together with him and told them, look, see what else is out there. And that's how they found us. Okay. And they're in Corolla right here. They're in Corolla's line. They're under Willie, under Corolla, under Ton and Schauke. But April and I noticed them on the genealogy. We saw their name popping up once in a while, and we reached out to them a couple weeks ago, and they turned, 600 points into 3,000 in 2 weeks. Just using the launch Zoom, getting customers, and some customers converted into distributors. Okay. So it's really, really important that you and I, number one, always lead by example. You got to be in the bonus pool every month if you're going to teach somebody how to do it. Okay. It's the most important thing you could be doing is adding customers to this business, because customers turn into distributors. Distributors turn into rank advancements for you. Okay, so we can't shortcut the system by headhunting on who we think might be good. See, with the launch Zooms, you invite everybody that's in your phone. That's it. You don't think about it. There's no thought required. You're just asking them to support you for 30 minutes online to check out what's new and what you're doing. That's it. That's all you're doing. And then as we get customers, some of those customers will become distributors, and we duplicate the process and get 4 other people doing it with us. Now, not only do you become a Pro 2, but you stay there because you got the subscriptions going out every month. There's no falling back. If you do it this way, there will be no falling back in the business to a lower rank. Okay, it just won't happen because you'll have the subscriptions. Now, this is really important. Now you teach someone how to get 5 in the bonus pool. You teach someone how to get 5. Like I just said, you got to do it and get 4 others to do it. Now you teach another person how to be a pro 2, just like you did. And that makes 10 people in the pool. And now you're a pro 3. And what are you doing? All you're doing is your 5 customers and your 500 points every month. That's all you're doing. Okay. But you're duplicating it. And I'm telling you, Pro 3 is the most important rank in the company. It's the builder rank. It's the key rank. It's where you open up other opportunities to earn more money, launch bonuses, generational match bonuses, check matching, all that stuff, kicks in at Pro 3. Now, if you start duplicating Pro 3s, you can get to every rank in this company. See, 2 Pro 3s is a Pro 4. 4 Pro 3s is a Pro 5. 10 Pro 3s is a 6. And 20 Pro 3s is a 7. And you're elite, making, 13, 15,000 a month. So we just can't afford to be skipping the obvious. And we can't afford to be predetermining who might and who might not. See, we're in a perfect situation now using the language of new discovery and using the language of support. We're in the perfect situation based on what's gone on for this past year. And this is all we need to do. And over the last, we started late in January. You got to understand something. The first Zoom we did was January 21st. That's only, what is that? That's 5 weeks ago. We've already done about 20 of them. There's 4 more lined up, okay, for this week and next week. And we're only going out 1 week at a time. So no, we're not going to tell you what next week is. We want everybody focusing on the next one. That's why you have the invitation, so that you get people on the next one. And we're not gonna lay out the schedule of what's coming in advance. On Sunday, you will know what's coming up that week. So you only have 48 hours notice, which is the ideal time to send the invite, and then a follow-up the day of. Okay, that we see what's working. Okay, and it's already working, but it starts with you. And if your goal is not, to be in the bonus pool, you're not going to duplicate the system. Your business isn't going to grow. And nobody wants that. We're all in this to grow and earn money. Okay. That's why we do it. We found a very simple system that is working very well. Now you see 3 members double dipped, and we double dipped twice in the last 6 months. We didn't do it last month, but we double dipped twice. So what do you think happens when you start double dipping on a regular basis? Well, some people start triple dipping. See, that's what happens. Things just duplicate because we keep it simple, we keep it easy, we keep it fun. Nothing's too hard. Nobody's headhunting. Nobody's out looking for gold and platinums. They're just looking to bring that next customer in. And that's what it starts with. So do you need slides, or can I go back to the screen? Okay. I'm going to turn it over to April now, but I'll just throw this one out. There's been a 48-hour extension to get the lowest price on the Elite Academy virtual, and that's in actually less than 2 weeks now. So let me drop the slides here, go back to full screen, and give you April. So,
hey, how's everybody doing? Bunch of rock stars out there. You guys are doing some awesome stuff. We're super excited about that.
That might have been the most.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. That might have been the most.
Good month. And we will be in Jacksonville. Anybody wants to travel in for the EA, for the Elite Academy, we will be there at a hotel. I'll give you that information, and I'm going to make a flyer up on that. But you're all doing such a good job with customers, and I want to show you what customers can do, because it doesn't end there. One of the really important things that you're going to need to do is follow up now. And you can still get a lot out of that customer. You need to think of that customer as a lead, as a brand new lead. And if you treat that customer right, I got to tell you, over the years, I have customers, they don't even have to give me their name. They just pick up the phone, and I know by their voice who they are. Credit cards never become an issue. Any private information I need, they give me. So, you have to treat your customer as if you really care about them. and you will get so far with them. And there's not a thing that they will do, because again, they're allowing you to play a role in their health. So I can't think of a thing that's more important. So you have to do that follow-up, figure out a way to keep track of your customers and continue to follow up, to make sure they got their product. I did 3 of those today. Make sure that they got their product, because mail is crazy and you never know, that they've started their product, that, another week out, that they're getting the results they want. Do they have questions? So, that follow-up is so important, because that's what's going to create the relationship. But, it gives you the opportunity to do so many things with this customer. So, maybe a customer just wants to be a customer. And if you look at our business, yeah, about 80% of people do stay customers. Some become, maybe glorified customers, little distributors, they piddle. And then there's a small percentage like us that want to build something big. But you can move a customer along to give you so much more than just the one purchase. You can upsell that customer, particularly as we come out with the daily wellness. Maybe that's something that they need, would fit in with what they're doing. Maybe they just started on an NRF2 and you want to upgrade them to something else. Maybe they haven't used the hair care. Maybe they haven't used the skin care. So there's so much you can do as far as upgrading, because once that person uses that product that first month, second month, and they really love the product, and you've been following up and they say, oh my goodness, I love how I feel. Like, I have a new customer. She's like, I'm not falling asleep at my desk in the afternoon. I feel like I have so much energy I'm getting through the day. Well, that's great. That's awesome. So now I have the door, or I can open the door to see what else she might want. So that's one of the things you can do if you're following up with your customers. You can spend some time just educating them on other products, whether you do that individually or you do something through a group, or more importantly, put them in Lifespan Matters. I can't tell you how often on Facebook Lifespan Matters, how often people will just say, I saw that hair care testimony, or I saw this, or I saw that. You want to be able to put them in there as well, so they can be continually to drip on. So the other thing that we want to do is referrals. If customer's happy, it's not too hard to say, I'm so excited that, you're not falling asleep at your desk anymore. Any chances anybody else that might want the same benefits, or if you come across or hear of anybody, I'd really, really appreciate the referral. Again, if you have this relationship with this person, there's nothing that, they'll help you. It becomes a relationship, and they do not mind making referrals for you. The other thing you can do with a referral is, a lot of times we can put it on Facebook. You can do a Facebook referral. If you go to the training group, you can see we've talked about that before. And that's another way for you to get into their warm market and get customers. But again, if you're not doing the follow-up and you don't have a relationship, that all never goes anyway. And we haven't even talked about recruiting. So let's say you're talking to your customer, and it doesn't have to even be the first week or the first month or whatever. But what happens if over time you're checking in on them once in a while and their life has changed? They need to make an extra $500 a month. That's really not that hard when you think about it. If you know a little bit of your comp plan, Tri-Synergizer gets 100 points, you get $40. You can do that a few times a month. And before you know it, they're earning $500 a month. It's really not hard. And in fact, that's the statistic they show us, that most people, in this country, if they could have an additional $500, it's not doubling their salary. It's not all this other stuff. It all starts at a much smaller picture than a lot of times we think about. We think about bigger money and stuff. And so we have to listen to people, but they did a couple customers a month. That could really start to add up. And you add the friends and family in there to help give them a discount. Take one of your customers, because you as a distributor can't do it, but you go get your customer's link, and you can do that in the app, or you can do that on the website. And again, there's some training in the Team Unity Wins that shows you how to do that. But you share that link. That's like a customer of yours. You get the points, you get the upfront money. The customer just gets $10 off their next purchase, and the person that bought it gets $10. But the big winner there is really you. It's you. It's still in your holding tank. You get to do what you want with that person. But, there's so much more we can do with customers. But again, if we're not spending the time talking to them, following up, and strategically, make sure they got their product. like I said, the mail is terrible. You know, follow up to make sure they're using the product, make sure they're using it right, getting the right results. I mean, I've had some crazy things people have done with product over the years, even though you clearly tell them what to do. You know, they'll take the NAD before bed or something. You know, it's just, they do crazy stuff like that. People don't read. They're quick to swallow pills, particularly the guys. They can be, sorry if you're a guy on here, but you guys can be really scary with what you do. But, you know, again, make sure they're getting results and that they're loving the product. And as you go along, who knows where it goes. They may become, you know, your next great distributor, or it could be, you know, they refer you to somebody who winds up being your next great distributor. But you have all these people that can lead you to people at any time. And, you know, they're just out there for you to help you. They may hear of people that need our product and refer you. So there's a lot of great things just by staying in contact and having that relationship with people. So, you know, hopefully that gives you some ideas on what to do with your customers, because again, it's not just getting them that first month, and we've all got lots of customers now. So keeping them is one thing, following up with them is another, but you know, making the most out of your customers is what we really want to do. And then your business can really, really take off in directions that you hadn't even really thought of. So with that, we're going to call it a night. I hope that was some great training for you. We're excited. 48 hours to register at the reduced price for the Elite Academy. Real exciting stuff's going to go on at that. And like I said, we're all going to be in Jacksonville. So if you're going to be up there, let me know. I'll put a flyer together for that. We're going to be at a hotel and we're going to have some fun with it. So anyway, all right, you all have a great night. Take care. Bye.